God, you can see there's already Mongolians joining the Pinky Space program, just being flung into the air by these catapult boulders. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the tattered remains of a Mongolian army who recently attacked a castle and beat a hasty retreat. You can see also they've got a couple of black powder weapons, 4,000 of them to be precise here. And they're just currently chilling here in the middle of this area. Why? Because the European army whose castle they have attacked have finally caught up with the invaders. And here they are ready to surround them, so they think. What we've got here then is 15,000 footmen, 15,000 knights, and 5,000 archers, along with 20 catapults. And yeah, they think they're going to be taking on the tattered remains of a beaten army. Little do they know, though, ladies and gentlemen, on their flanks currently, 2 groups over there and 2 groups over there. Unbeknownst to the poor Europeans in the middle here, look, they're just completely hidden from them. They don't know that they're there. They're about to get stuck in a massive pincer movement. This was the Mongolians' tactic all along, to draw the army out of the castle, which they've been drawn out of. And now they found themselves surrounded. Who is going to win, ladies and gentlemen? Well, as always, there's only one way to find out. The first volleys here going out from our rifles already. 130 footmen have been killed. The effectiveness of black powder weapons instantly undeniable, really. And as you can see, a couple of boulders are flying in here to the old Mongolian front line. Now, there's not a lot of Mongolians here at the start, so these black powder weapons could be at quite a risk if the army does not complete the pincer movement in time already. God, you can see there's already Mongolians joining the Pinky Space program, just being flung into the air by these catapult boulders, which are going to cause havoc on this front line. So, realistically, look at that black blob in the background there, just slowly and ominously approaching. But realistically, these chaps here at the front, they don't stand much chance at all. You can see already, they've been absolutely walloped. There's lots of gunfire coming out, but here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The counter charge. The poor old archers and catapults are completely exposed here. And there we go, the clash into the background. Now, the gunners have just got to hope that these are close enough that they provide a decent distraction here. And so far, the Mongolians are doing their job. The question is, though, here we go. I was wondering if any were going to go for the archers. And indeed, they are clashing and smashing right into that archer line, splitting that leather armor open. Absolutely no problem. It must be said, the catapults still doing the work. Oh my god, look at this. A lot of the catapults got destroyed by the guns. I mean, that's kind of impressive. We've got heavy knights charging into the center now. There's only 4,000 guns here, so they really are going to have the work cut out against this lot. This could be absolutely devastating for the Mongolian army. It appears that their reinforcements didn't come in time. And look at this. There's a massive surgence of units heading over this way. Will the guns be able to clear them out in time? Well, they're certainly doing it on this side, ladies and gentlemen. However, this side, there's a lot more heavy knights just ploughing right into them. Again, like their archer counterparts, these chaps are pretty much unarmored. But the heavy knights, my god, look at them go. The footmen as well, quickly swarming in, more and more now coming in. Let's have a look how we're doing on this flank over here. So it does look like the Mongolians are basically going toe-to-toe with nothing but heavy knights now. The heavy knights in this fight really are absolutely deadly. They're one of the strongest units in the game when it comes to normal units in melee fights. But look, the Mongolian horde has managed to find a weakness and a way around and is now slicing its way through a bunch of archers. How are we doing on the gun line over here? Well, it managed to clear up this side, but this side is still getting absolutely chewed through. The guns reloading as fast as they can, black powder smoke filling the air, point-blank shots to the helmets on some knights. My god, can you imagine a musket just being pointed in your face while you've got a tiny little metal helmet on? That thing is going to either rattle around in there a lot, or it's going to cause you a hell of a lot of pain. Either way, I wouldn't like the prospect of it. Let's have a look over here. How are we doing? So yeah, it can definitely be said that the knights are beating the Mongolians. However, have the Mongolians done their job enough for the guns to provide enough cover? I don't know yet. It's hard to tell. They are killing lots and lots over this side though. And when I say killing lots and lots, oh, I mean they are absolutely mowing them down now with that gunfire. Just concentrated right into the flank of them here. And it's pretty much heavy knights that are bearing the brunt of this, which is really bad for these attackers here. Though it must be said that chewing their way through this Mongolian line bit by bit. The Mongolians nowhere near as good a fighters here as our heavy knights. However, the Europeans are not to be overestimated because they are getting outflanked and they are outgunned. The guns are super powerful compared to the archers here. However, they're also going to be pretty useless if they're completely swarmed by heavy knights. So it is getting pretty damn close now. Unfortunately for the Mongolians, they are coming down to the last 7,000. There's still 17,000 Europeans left alive here. That goes to show you that the heavy armour that they've got just far, far superior. I was kind of expecting these guns to do a little bit more work against the archers, but I think they've had their own problems in dealing with this massive surge of heavy knights and footmen that came at them. However, that has now been dealt with, and they can now start providing proper covering fire for everyone over here. Is it too little too late though, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. There is still a few Mongolians left here, desperately trying to hold out, forming some form of rudimentary encirclement here. It's not going to happen for them though. This is going to become back-to-back fighting very quickly for them. I was kind of hoping that the guns might focus the archers, but yeah, that's not happening. I can't blame them for shooting at the blob. It's a lot easier to hit the massive blob of troops over here than it is to hit these individual archers. How are we doing over here? Oh god, it looks like we're about to get what I like to call the surge, ladies and gentlemen. When a group of units is all killed, suddenly there's a lot of free units that can find new path in. And I think the closest thing for them is going to be all them lovely, juicy black powder weapons over there. Here we go, any second now, we're going to get it. Here we go, they're turning round the surge, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, we're getting a double surge. Oh, that is quite weird, actually, how they managed to kill both sets of Mongolians at exactly the same time. So yes, it does look like now only our black powder weapons are left. These arrows flying in at them. Oh my god, look at this. There's so many of them. I'm kind of surprised that all the catapults died so fast, though, actually. They were like some of the first units to get wiped out. However, it cannot be underestimated. There's still 2,000 rifles here. That is a lot of firepower. Will it be enough to take on 13,000 troops? Oh, I don't know, you know. It could get quite close to it, depending on how many heavy knights are left alive and how many actually bite the bullet. I mean, there's still quite a few footmen in there. They're going to be absorbing them shots, but footmen are kind of weak. That thing can be said. Oh, gosh, look at this. The footmen, though, even though they're weak, they're massive in number and are just simply overwhelming the guns on this side. There's no other way to put it. They've just stabbed and sliced their way through these poor, unarmed musket men. Sorry, black powders, that's what we're calling them. Don't want to shatter the disbelief of illusion. There we go. Okay, well, I think we can declare it, ladies and gentlemen. I think Operation Mop-Up must be declared. We are down to our last 1,000 guns here. Well, it's that number quickly dwindled there. My god, we're down to 700 already. Jeez, that is so fast. Oh my god. Well, I think we're going to hit a quick time lapse here because we're literally just going to watch these die very quickly. So, back in a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Despite the fact that they were ambushed, their superior fighting technique and, frankly, armour won the day. They didn't have the technological advantage, but they certainly had the armour here. And yeah, look at this. What an absolute bloodied battlefield that we have been left with. But we are going to call that one there, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you want access to exclusive Discord perks as well as behind the scenes content, why not click the join button below. And if you're after some extra content, why not head over to www.chaoticpinky.com. But with all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.